you want to take your Madden or your CFB skills to the next level, then you need to try out the sponsor of today's video, Ace Madden. Ace Madden is the best place to get the best ebooks and schemes in the entire game. And if you guys go to the link in my description right now and use code Moshi, you will get 25% off your order. And once again, shout out Ace Madden. Yo, what is good, fellas? And hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. Today we're talking about the best abilities to use on your team today in College Football 25. Now, basing it off of this previous week's content schedule, it looks like the CFB team might be taking some extra days off. And because of that, the meta for the rest of this game shouldn't switch up too much. But these should be the end game abilities you want to be using on your team. For those who know me from the Madden Ultimate Team stuff, we do post this video for months, so I figured, you know what, we are officially at the end game. Let's talk about the best abilities to use on your team today in College Football 25. If you are new to the channel, get on there, drop a like, subscribe, tell a friend, and let's hop into it. Let's kick things off with the most important position on your team, and that is going to be your quarterback. Obviously, you know, you can have really good running backs, really good wide receivers, but your quarterback is going to touch the football on literally every single play. So making sure you are running the proper ability stack on your quarterback is going to be essential. We've got 3 must-have abilities for your quarterback. The first one right here is going to be Workhorse. I mean, we all know how annoying wear and tear is in this game. It's something that EA needs to get rid of for Ultimate Team specifically next year. I think it's fine in Dynasty, I think it's fine in Regs, but an Ultimate Team, like, we don't usually have to have backup. And if we're gonna have backups, make that like a feature into the game. The fatigue stuff, I really think it needs to go. When it comes to all the abilities we're gonna be talking about today, by the way, we're gonna want to assume you are running them on Platinum. Obviously, like gold, silver, and bronze, they are still in the game, but you want to run these abilities at their top tier, therefore you want to run them on Platinum. Workhorse counters that wear and tear, makes it so your players can play longer, and ultimately just make them play better. This is a must-have, especially on your quarterback, who again is touching the football every single play. Next up, we have Magician. The movement in CFB from somebody who has played majority of Madden and plays majority Madden this year is really a different thing. So having that extra boost when in the pocket by using Magician, it just makes your quarterbacks play fun. And finally, Extender. This is one of those like broken abilities that it's a good time when it happens to you, but when it doesn't happen to you, it is so frustrating. This gives you more of a chance to break sacks. If you have watched or played any CFB this year, I am sure you have encountered an Extender, and I'm sure you either enjoyed it if you were doing it, or if you were the one who was getting extended on, it was not a good time. Move on to wide receivers now, and let's talk about takeoff first. Again, the movement and the play, just general style of CFB, it is very different compared to Madden. Things move faster, things ultimately move a little bit more like a video game, and that is essentially what takeoff is going to give you the option to do. Ultimate release off the line when not being pressed. You were playing against somebody who is running just man drop or zone drop coverage, takeoff is going to give you that extra boost to burn past your defenders. I really love the spin move, and having 360 on your wide receivers makes the spin move even better. 50 is cool. It's not the most required thing on a wide receiver, but it is definitely a fun ability to have on wide receivers. Sure Hands is one of those abilities, especially on Platinum, you are going to want to run. Dropped passes are so frustrating in this game, and well, Sure Hands does exactly what it sounds like it's gonna do. We've talked about wear and tear already, so let's talk about running backs, and let's get things started today by talking again about Workhorse. You're gonna want it on Platinum, but since we're using the what if cards, let's just keep things looking cool. Or I guess the same. Either way, you want to use Workhorse. This is a very good ability, I promise you, especially on running backs. You mentioned Shifty for wide receivers. For running backs, this is one of those things you are going to want to use, especially if you run the football a lot. I would argue that the spin move on running backs is more fun to use, so 360 on running backs, again, something you're gonna want to use. Finally, we have offensive line. Tyler Booker, this card just looks so cool. It's like, maybe I might do a video later this summer just ranking how every single promo looks. If there's one thing the CFB team did a fantastic job this year, their cards just look so cool. Again, as somebody who plays majority Madden, it is that border on the cards that just drives me insane. This looks so freaking clean. It looks like a trading card, which at the end of the day, we are playing with virtual trading cards. When it comes to offensive line abilities, Strong Grip is the one that I would recommend. Help you with shreds on run and pass plays, just ultimately gives you more time in the pocket, and well, you want more time in the pocket. And last but not least, we have the tight end position. Very similar to wide receivers, you are going to want to have takeoff. Now that I'm going through this, you want to have the same abilities as wide receivers, so Sure Hand, 360 is another good one. I wouldn't run Shifty on a tight end. It just, I mean, you can, but it's not going to really do too much for you. think depending on how you run your offense, downhill could be cool on tight ends. Probably better to run on running back. Then, of course, Workhorse. Again, depending on how much you use your tight end, wear and tear, fatigue, it's super annoying, so counter that right here with Workhorse. Moving on to defense, let's talk about middle linebackers, or those linebackers you are going to user on. First, we got Robber. Ultimate movement in zone coverage. If you run any zone coverage or majority zone coverage, this is something that you should be using 100% of the time. Then we got House Call. For those who play Madden Ultimate Team as well as CFB, this is essentially Pick Artist. Gives you a better chance to catch the interceptions, and then when you are returning the interceptions, you have more stamina, so you can run for longer. On some cards, specifically players that have low stamina or just get tired very easily, you know those players on your defense, this is a must-have. Then again, for the increased chance to catch interceptions, it's really something you want to consider using as much as you possibly can. Moving on to DBs, first up, we got the Ball Hawk ability. This gives you the ability to break after a pass after the ball has been released. Faster reaction times are always important, and well, having Ball Hawk out there as much as you can, especially on every DB, it's gonna be necessary. House Call is important on everyone who is going to play coverage for you. Better chance to catch interceptions as well as that additional stamina. Same thing goes for Robber, especially if you run zone coverage. Better movement in zone coverage specifically sounds like a must. The best abilities on free safeties and strong safeties is the exact same as DBs. So Ball Hawk, Robber, and House Call, those three are a must-have. Then finally, we have those outside linebackers and DNs who are going to rush the quarterback. First, we got Quick Jump. This gives you that extra jump off the snap. If there is any defensive line ability we talk about, I think Quick Jump is one of those that you need to be running. All of those broken tackles and broken sacks that are happening in the game, takedown is something that you're going to want to consider using. Also a big fan of Grip Breaker, gives you the ability to shred laterally on run and pass plays. And then finally, Aftershock. Wear and tear is not a fun thing on offense, but it's also not a fun thing on defense. Limit that as much as you can by having Aftershock. Well, that all said, boys, is the best abilities on every single position in College Football 25. Let me know down below, what am I sleeping on? What am I missing on? And with that all said, a fantastic rest of your Tuesday afternoon. Peace, fellas. I'll get the boys back here soon.